Hey, welcome to today's video. I hope you are well. Now, we're going to talk today about the news and why it's kind of important to take note of what happens when you look at the news, buy the rumours, sell the news. But if you are new to this channel and you want to learn more about cryptocurrency, hit that subscribe button and press that bell button. You're going to learn a lot from me. So let's get into it. Some interesting news over the next coming minutes. Let's start. Hi guys, we're back to dull England. I've got my hoodie on. I'm no longer in shorts and t-shirt because this room is like a fridge now. Nightmare. But let's talk about warmer climates because Portugal have announced that they're going to be doing crypto trading and payments tax-free, which is absolutely brilliant. I think it's an interesting move. Portugal are quite a bold kind of government anyways in retrospect of what they've done in the past when legalising drugs as an example. Really bold move and probably a right move as well. But for me, I think this is also a very good move to get people involved in the space. Now, it's interesting. You can look at two sides of the coin. Will it kind of manipulate the system a little bit? Possibly. But is it also right? It's hard. I think some nations, America, you guys, tax cryptocurrency too high. It's ridiculous. There's people in my Telegram group, link below by the way, who have to become tax experts to understand what on earth they're doing, because technically they've got to tax everything that they buy. Every buy and sell movement in the market, it's taxable. In the UK it's a bit easier. We have capital gains tax. Essentially, over a certain amount of money, whatever we make as profit over that year, we declare it as tax, 20%. A lot easier to kind of manage and handle. But Portugal, right steps. I know France is a lot lower than the UK. I know certain countries in Eastern Europe is a lot lower in tax as well compared to the UK. But I think the UK tax is pretty good. But tax free, pretty awesome. So if you're in America, I do apologise. It is pretty naff, and I think it has to be changed. But again, I'm not a politician, so I have no idea how that's going to work. Bakkt. Now, I mentioned at the start of the video, understanding the news. This is pretty much the catalyst of the downtrend at the minute. Now, on the 6th of September, the warehouse with Bakkt will start offering secure storage for customer Bitcoin. This is kind of the driving force of why we dumped. Okay, so if you don't understand what the rumours and newses are, buy the rumours, sell the news. So if you start seeing rumours and news about a certain coin that's doing something in the future, it's going to go up. When that news is delivered, it will slam right down through the floor again. Now with this is a different kind of catalyst. This is a kind of catalyst. Oh my god, Bitcoin's going to go in the moon area soon. So people will try and get it lower. So it's market kind of pressure, bull kind of batterings from the bears due to the fact that people want to get lower orders in. And it broke. It broke the support from 10,000 regions down to that 9.4, 9.3 regions. We're kind of at 9.5 now. But I think there's more downside to come. If you check out my trading video, you'll see all my ideas and thoughts. And I've been calling bearish for about 3 or 4 weeks. Pretty much because it looked weak. But fundamentals are key. A big institution like Bakkt offering physical futures on cryptocurrency, Bitcoin especially, it's creating interest and hype through the institutions, the big players in the game. They don't want to spend 10k on one Bitcoin, do they? Hell! So it's kind of obvious that they're going to try and bring a bit of that meaty party to the kind of forefront of people's minds. Oh my god, Bitcoin's low right now, let's buy it up. So if you're thinking about going long, don't go long just yet. Wait for the clear direction. Right now we are bearish. Moving on to the next part of the news. Now, there's not a lot of news today, I'll be honest with you, because I don't want to talk too much about it. I want to be nice, short, snappy. But IOTA, Jaguar, Land Rover, this has kind of been a partnership that's been building for a while, and this is a real good move for the altcoin market, seeing an established coin like IOTA going into the car industry, and relatively big car makers, obviously Jaguar and Land Rover, pretty huge. So essentially it's using their technology within their cars. Pretty big deal, and this is kind of like steps where we're going to see in the future. I think next 5-10 years it will probably be quite normal to see a lot of car industry related blockchain technology. You've got to look at VeChain. They've obviously got partnerships with BMW. They've got partnerships with BYD as well. So the big companies, but fundamentals are key. Blockchains are quite relevant in the automotive industry. It's just one of those things. It's kind of a good little element of technology. So don't be too alarmed if you start seeing more and more of these partnerships. Obviously, they're not pumpamental kind of partnerships. They've also got to be legit. They've also not got to be something a bit dubious. They've got to be legit. So it's kind of good. And VeChain, I've already mentioned, is pretty key in the Internet of Things and real-term kind of legitimacy. And IOTA is also going down that path. So it's really good to see. Good for the altcoin market, good for credentials for people getting involved in the blockchain space as employees or developers, etc. So yeah, keep an eye on it. It's real good fundamentals, really. And finally, we're going to end on XRP. Sorry guys, again. MoneyGram driving the major increase in XRP volume. So according to their studies, when they went live in the Mexican peso and stuff like that over with MoneyGram, they saw a massive increase in volume. So notable data shows that although XRP volume trading wise is down 65%, which is understandable with the bearish market in the altcoins, but the XRP/MXN volumes went up 25%, so that's good. So that is actually showing that there is a bit of volume pressure of genuine liquidity going through the XRP market using MoneyGram. So that's really, really positive for an XRP holder. Just be mindful that, understand what XRP is doing. If you're unaware of what XRP is doing in terms of borderless payments, if it has to be a success, or it will be a success, it has to have volume going through the XRP token as an investor. It's all well and good Ripple doing it and being brilliant at it, well, fair enough, but for us as investors in the market, you've got to understand utility. And I did a video yesterday on Expire, and I talk about tokenomics and talk about use case of a token. If you find a token that has a genuine utility, i.e. it has to be used at some form and it will go up in value due to scarcity of burns, for example, or volume increasing due to users using it, it's a much better opportunity of an investment because that will go up in time. You got to look at the stock market. Look at Amazon. Look at Apple. Look at even Google. Stock prices and shares. The more users are adopted and use their platforms, i.e. Apple with the release of the iPhone, the release of the new technology, the iPad, etc., you saw an increase in price. You also saw that with the likes of Google and Amazon. Big, massive share prices due to interest in investors. This is what kind of element we're at with cryptocurrency, with the correct altcoins, with the correct amount of adoption on Bitcoin as well. So the more Bitcoin's used and used as store of value, the price should go up due to scarcity, due to the supply demand. The same with tokens like XRP, which is kind of like, people don't like me saying that. They're like, question me all the time in my Telegram, why XRP? Well, if it's used a lot, the fees are burnt, meaning the supply will get lower. It also means volume will go up in the coin, meaning there's more liquidity, meaning higher liquidity means higher the price. So it's all relevant. You've just got to understand one thing. Do your research and also buy low. Simple as that. That's all you have to do as an investor. Don't think, oh, it's gone up to $2, I'm not going to buy it anymore. That could come right down again and go again. We've seen it before in this industry. It's crazy. So buy low, sell high, but do your research. There's a lot of coins out there that have no utility. Absolutely no reason why they're even there. You can make up a coin. It's linked to something, but it's not actually used by it. So be mindful what you're investing in. You've got to look. You've got to look and see. And for me, there's a few coins out there that have brilliant tokenomics. Binance is another good one as well. Real good example of the use of the fees, the burning element within that as well. So it's massively important that you do your research and understand news. If I think XRP is going to pop at some point, it's going to explode, it's going to go mental. It will, because the amount of interest and investment interest they've got from banking institutions is quite high. So more use case, more publicity, it'll always go up. And I think as much as people dislike the fact that Ripple own a lot of the tokens, it's good for liquidity purposes because it's going to hold back a lot of the volume, and as it's released gradually, like any currency, it takes time to release gradually, it will do well. So there you go. That is today's video. It's Friday. Have a great weekend. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a very, very brief video about the news, or certain elements of the news, and a bit of my ramblings as well. But yeah, have a great weekend. I will see you on Monday.